Right, Battlefield 2, 2 towers, not enough, and in this one we have the final game of the epic 8-player night, which actually turned from an 8-player down to a 6-player, but we had a 3 versus 3 on Lebanon number 3, and as I seem to recall, it went tits up pretty damn quickly. So once the game will graciously load, we can take a look. Okay, so here it starts off with myself, Jimbo, right here in the middle as men, and then over here we have my ally, proper Ryan, proper hard mate, and then over here we have Lewis. And what is Lewis doing? He's going with a barracks and probably going to go with a furnace. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now I do believe that on this particular game we decided to go random. So Jackson unfortunately ended up with being Gobbo's, not one of his favourites. And then over here we've got real Carl, who actually Carl's not too bad with the Mordor, so that's alright. What is off building? He's got a couple of builders. Oh shit! Carl lost one of his builders to the bloody goblin creep over here. Holy shit! Now that's not nice. Ouch. Don't worry, Carl, it's all captured right here on the replay, immortalized on YouTube. Carl losing his builder to a goblin creep. Right. Over here, Gaz is hard. Gaz as men. I don't think men is not usually a faction for Gaz, but I think he's still competent enough on it. Okie dokie. Right. So, I got some troops coming out. Early lumber mill, very interesting, very interesting. I think getting the old farm space is probably more important, I think. Right, I thought I'd go for the old Theoden. It probably would have been better if I'd had 2 platoons of Gondor Knights. Probably could have actually done a considerable amount more damage. Right, now let's see. Gaz is trying to get this signal fair, which is always a good idea. Make sure all your recharging times are done a lot better. He's got more. Now this is the thing. I guess it's quite a large map, and you've got these troops, and albeit they are very well defended and they are pretty hardcore, but they are damned slow. Damned slow. All right, now Carl is doing the usual here, where he has his Nazgul popping out. It is quite an interesting sort of tactic. It does actually mean that if you have all 3 of the Nazgul, they are pretty damn tough to get. So that's always a good thing. Right. So I start off the attack. Theoden here with his customary plus 50% straight from the get-go, which is quite handy. And I see this little fucker right here, and I think, ooh, I'm going to get that. As I see, he's already upgraded it. And he's trying to get his Troll Marauders. So if I can just get this, then that would be worth it in my eyes. But I would really like it if my allies were coming up towards me a little bit, but I guess they're not going to be able to match what I've got here. So I just need to get this. Come on, yeah, fucker. Right, it's gone. And I am getting out of there. That is it. Damage done. Right, so now he has to build another one. Right, so that took Carl quite a while to be able to get that, but now he's got it. And this is very... I didn't realise Lewis pressed this high. This is extremely high up. Now, he's level 2, he needs to have the Carnage. If he had the Carnage on, I think he would be able to take these Nazgul to the cleaners. Why has he not got the Carnage? Why has he not got the oh, fuck me. He's not even going to be able to run away now. Right. Yeah, that's destination fuckery dude right there. That is not good. That is not good. Right, I have got forces right here in the middle just in case to assist. And I have got my platoons over here just gathering back their strength. So I think, well, let's see now. I don't know, Gaz, did you really need the elven wood for this one war glare? I mean, he had pikeys, that's a bit overkill. Gaz really wanted to make sure that he didn't lose any troops at all. Alright. Okay. So now I've got my troops over here. He's got his. I'm bringing over more. I think, yeah, Lewis is bringing his troops over. This is an all-out assault. It's an all-out assault. Now, I don't know if they can see it. If he's got the bat. Yeah, he has got the bats. He can see. He can see quite far away. Right, this is not good. We've got to haul ass to be able to get over here. I see my troops have been able to get in. I'm trying to lure these guys away from the front lines so that we can get in. This is that momentary lapse there for about 30 seconds, as I think really fucked this. My troops are coming in. I'm taking them on. I'm fishing. I'm taking all of their forces away to try and help with this. I don't know why it's taking so long for the other troops to get there. Oh, not even one platoon of pikeys, not even one. And okay, this is pretty much the end of the assault. I think if Lewis's forces had been here at the same time, I think this would have actually been quite devastating. I've got pikeys here, so they can't challenge here. I've done the elven wood. Right, Theoden's over here chopping these guys away. This was this was too late. This was too late. This was the most disjointed three-player assault I think I've ever seen. I went in first. Ryan sort of went casually second over here, then got run over, and then Lewis turned up extremely late to the party. At least he's going to get... Oh, I didn't even get these Nazgûls. That is harsh. That is very harsh. My guys are still over here. If we had all come at the same time, I think they would have been in a big amount of trouble here. Very big amount of trouble. Alright, Gaz is already towering up. He doesn't trust himself. Do you really need him over here, Gaz? I mean, okay, can you not make him in here? That would have been my first port of call. Right. They are towering up, and Lewis is making a forward ballista pen. But this is pointless if you don't have any troops really to sort of back it up. Now you have got 2, 3 here, sure, but they're going to counter-attack against that, and you are very, very close because they've got a very large army, and you've got 4 platoons here saving you here. This is it's a bit too forward, given that you're right near so many potential adversaries right here. And I was unable to be able to bring anything up except for more of these buggers to try and get them as quick as possible. Now I am building a barracks here to try and spew out some more troops, and Ryan also is doing this too. I'm trying to do the same thing again, luring them over this way. I've got more troops, but it's still taking a long time to be able to get them over here. Carl is wary of the Berserker Rush, so he has got the lava moat on. And that's only useful if you've got rangers in it. Okay, so ballistas are on the way, but surely they won't be able to do anything because there's just so many forces here. They'll do everything they can. Right, I'm starting to move out, trying to... I mean, I'm keeping a lot of these platoons occupied. And we needed a bit more than just one. But there are more of them on the way. I think perhaps this was a bit too forward. I think perhaps somewhere around here would have been good, because it would have been out of their line of sight. Right. These guys chopped to shit. Right, so I've got platoons over here. Theoden back. But already this is turning into a bit of a shitstorm, I think. Yeah, this is not going too well down here. Because I guess now that there's not really any way for them to sort of stop, they can just continue on. And there's nothing stopping them. Right. Ryan's clearly been piddling around, but if he can afford to be able to get Mirkwood archers, for Christ's sake. Okay. Right, I think Theoden, I'm sort of changing over to a different theatre of war now. I think I'm trying to, if I can't go down the left, I'll try and go down the right. But Gaz has been a busy bee, making sure everything is good and properly defended. Right, so there's a few straggling units right here that just need to be annihilated, and that's them. Now, this is going to get... These three platoons are going to be murdered the moment the Nazgul get there. If you see a lot of Nazgul going around, Lewis, you need pikeys and you need crossbowmen. You need the two of them. Alright. Alright, so I'm not quite sure what my plan is. Alright, yeah. Build a forward base. That's pretty much it. Build a forward base. I should have moved these guys over, to be fair. Yeah, I don't see any siege or anything like that, so don't have to worry about any eagle. But now it's starting to turn around a little bit, and there's quite a large force that seems to be mustering on the left flank, and there are no defensives to speak of. This is not good, and as predicted, these guys have been absolutely butchered. Pikeys, pikeys, pikeys. Please tell me pikeys. Right, there we go, there we go. Right, Lewis, you need to have about 20 orc labourers on here. About 20. And another 20 over here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, so I've got my forward base over here. I know they cannot see it. I'm just outside of visual range. But I would have liked to have had some trebs coming out certainly a bit quicker than what we had, because now it's a race against time, because now Lewis is under a lot of pressure over here. It seems like Jackson is making his comeback. There we go. Jackson and I also want to see a lot of orc labourers over here. That'll be very helpful. Right, so instead of going through here, I thought to myself, I'll just go through there. I was still a bit too close for my liking, I must admit. So I thought to myself, I'll give a little bit of pressure first. I have to relieve some of the pressure. Because obviously there's quite a lot coming down the left flank. And if I just wait 5 or 10 minutes for me to get all of the trebuchets out, it might be too late by then. So I have to sort of push on and start attacking over here. So I do my best to try and attract as much attention as possible. I can see Carl probably not that bothered, but he's got the old Witch King now. He's got the Witch King. So he can't have too many troops, because he's obviously got the Nazgul and the Witch King. So not too many troops to speak of. So in terms of like being able to beat him, this is a pretty good opportunity here. Right. Cave trolls. 4 cave trolls ordered here. Right, I have taken my little horses over here as well. But Witch King is brilliant against horses and any cavalry units. So that is a good inclusion. Right, so I've got Builder and Rangers here to be able to protect me. And Ryan is doing the same thing. He is coming in with his cavalry too. So we're not doing too bad. Ryan's doing good, making some penetrating runs. So they haven't been able to fully attack. They're not going all the way there. There's still another few of those buggers to come out. Right. So if those 3 platoons come near here, I think this will probably deter them. I think if I had come out with this a little bit sooner, I think this might have made a bit of a difference there. Right. Lewis attacking with only pikeys. Now I don't see Lurtz. Lurtz really should be here. He really should be here, giving them plus 50% damage. They're already doing quite a lot of damage, so that's alright, thankfully. But I guess with Gorkill around, he's going to be giving everyone plus 25% armor. So I would fancy these guys. But he has put the war chant on them. Yeah, this is a pretty good force here. Right, they are converging on my position. They know they need to get rid of what I have here. They are alerted to my presence. And it seems like they're throwing the kitchen sink at me. Now, I don't know if I told Ryan needs to be coming here to help me support this position. He has to help me support this position. He has to be careful, he might lose it. He knows he has to bugger it off. There we go. But in so doing, it's putting everything in a bit of a tricky situation here. Ryan, you got to come over and help. Right, Lewis making jinky little runs over here. Not quite sure, I just see nothing but pikeys. I would have liked to have seen some more ballistas coming out or something like that, Luke. Some ballistas. I think some towers along here as well. Everything so you can keep an eye on what's going on. Arrow volley, but it's no good to anyone. Right, I think that's my Elfinwood to help. I'm desperately trying to hang on to this position that we have here, but there's just not enough. I need to get these Nazguls out for a start off. Seems like we've got a force here, but this is here. Right, Lewis is over here. He has got his pikeys. He's slowly beefing them up, and he is taking care of these cave trolls. He does see the cave trolls, but Jackson is saving them up. It looks like he's bringing out all the heroes over here. Carl is doing his best. Carl and Gaz are trying their best to be able to stop my forward position over here. I think Ryan should have been helping me as much as possible to be able to send everything he possibly has to get this position done in here. He's going in again, but there's no aerial support in the form of archers. Oh, that's too bad. Oh yeah, this is pretty good, but he needs a bit of support. This is where you need some archers, some lurts, maybe even Saruman as well. So over here, it looks like the position is pretty much lost. I think they're getting reinforcements coming in here. This is not good. This is not good. They just managed to just pip us, I think. We're just before. If they'd given us another few minutes, and there are another few towers up, I think we would have been able to defend ourselves there. Right, cave trolls looking menacing. I'm not so sure if that was the right play to go straight for that. I'm not so sure. I think that probably would have been better, and then that, so they can't defend themselves. Eesh. I don't know, those, if you saw like any of these cave trolls like coming out, that's if you saw that, that's a recipe for disaster. Right, forward position, pretty much taken out. It's making very slow work of it. Ryan, I would have liked a little bit more assistance over here. I think with your archers and these Lorien warriors as well, I think we could have been able to push them back here. If we had maintained this position, I think we really could have done them in. Right, these guys looking menacing. Now, I hate these little bits down the side because you just don't think about it at all. Right, Lewis switched over to here and did get it. It is true, he did get it. Pikeys up here. Oh, he didn't get the murder of crows on his fortress. Now the thing is that Jackson is coloured white, which is quite easy to see. But I don't think that really would have mattered. I mean, they've made a real push here. I brought Boromir out, got more soldiers over here, got Ivory Tower, and like making a different position here. We have lost our forward position. Lewis looking okay from his side. Ryan with the random Mirkwood archers, and yeah, 6 cave trolls sneaking down the side here, and oh crikey, oh. Alright, got more troops coming out, but Boromir is only level 1. Getting these things back, but it's still going to take a while. Poor Jackson. I don't know, I think this is what I would consider assault, to be honest. I mean, I think I have to call the police on Jackson here, because this is just out of order. You know, I think there needs to be some sort of criminal investigation into this. This is disgusting play. Oh, and Lewis cannot do a single thing. Out of nowhere, the fortress is gone, and Jackson gets 1250 to boot. And just like that, the game flips on its head. Absolutely flips on its head. Now, he does have good forces over here. I think some towers and even up here as well. That would have made a big difference. I don't think Lewis is even bothering to make any more barracks. He feels the shame of being cave trolled. It is not nice. It is not a nice feeling. There's nothing you can do. Impotent. And that is Lewis out of the game. And that is a game that Lewis would probably not ever want to repeat. And I think I remember saying to Lewis, like, Lewis, are you out of the game? And then Lewis just says, yes, I got cave trolled. And then I am struggling to get my troops back as quickly as possible. So whilst that was all going on, a little heads up would have been nice. But there is very little that can be done. And just like that, the entire game turns. Would we have been able to get back that forward base? Probably not. I think the game might have been going this way anyway. Lewis would have had to have broken Jackson up the left flank. If me and Ryan were trying to deal with Gaz and Carl, Lewis would have to be able to turn the flank against Jackson in the top left there. And you would have needed a lot more than just some pikeys, I think. I didn't see Lurts. There needed to be some ballistas in there, maybe some wargs as well to run some people over if necessary. But the rest is just academic. Now this game is over. Right, these troops are bloody expensive, so I'm presuming you must have had a ton of cash. I had 3 grand, but couldn't do anything. Jackson, 4 grand. Gazazard, not much. Right, Ryan, probably not much anymore. Real Carl, for 8 grand. He's sitting on a big load of cash. Right, Gaz is now making runs into Ryan's base. And, yeah, I'm pretty much out of this game. Don't even know where my last building is. Have I got my last building? Oh, I don't know. It's one of those games where there's no point in saving a barrack somewhere. I mean, you're out. That's it. You're done. I don't know how the hell I'm still in this game. I got builders here with plenty of money, and I've not even bothered to go and rebuild anything. So yeah, that sort of shows everything. Oh, now he's level 4. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that was an interesting game. I think the battle here was crucial as well. I think myself and Ryan had to do better to be able to defend this position better. I think they attacked a little bit too soon for my liking. I wasn't able to get it fully defended. And I think Lewis on the other side there, I think really needed to turn his flank against Jackson up here, because there were moments when it was both Carl and Gaz were over here, so it was just Lewis versus Jackson. And I know Jackson's a little bit apprehensive about being goblins, and if I saw a bunch of cave trolls and I had a bunch of pikeys, I would be licking my lips and throwing my fists in the air and saying, yes, I got Jackson, he's done in, because you know, these cost a lot of money, there's a lot of command points, and there's pretty much fuck all else he would be able to produce. So I think some ballistas in there as well probably would have helped, yeah, it's all gone Pete Tong. Interesting getting these troops out. I mean, you had plenty of money, Jackson. You don't even need to get the Goblin Warriors. You can have them with nothing but half troll marauders, the expensive stuff. But yes, well played. Jackson stayed in it. He was under a lot of pressure, and nobody wants to get assaulted by 3 different enemies whilst being a faction that you're not familiar with. But Jackson played well, got that cash out, and was able to communicate well with his other teammates, which was a brilliant bit of play. I think Carl also with the heroes, the Witch King has proven invaluable to be able to get all the trebs and just get stuck in and disrupt everything. Ryan is out, and I don't know where the hell my last building is. And yeah, so Carl did very, very well supporting Gaz here. Gaz and Carl definitely did well with getting that forward base, without a doubt. I think, yeah, if Jackson had taken out Lewis, but me and Ryan had defeated Gaz and Carl at that forward base part, and we were taking out Gaz's forward line and making an assault, then I don't think it would have been this much of a collapse. But I guess that attack of Jackson's really did come so quick that yeah, I mean, there's pretty much bugger all that you can do about it. But I think having the Murder of Crows on your fortress and keeping alert is certainly a good idea. Always having a quick check to see what is going on the map is always a good idea. But anyway, well played to Jackson, Carl, and Gaz. All three of them played very well, and all three of us played absolutely shockingly. So yes, well played, boys. See you on the next one.